Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and today I'm back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with the reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the loving positive energy you're sending towards me. May God bless you with abundance in all of its beautiful forms. And while recording, I'm seeing number 1010 right at the start of today's reading. Okay, today's reading is describing about a situation or an event you may have encountered or witnessed in your connection. If not already, then maybe in the past or recent past, where you may have found out that there were too many secrets, too many lies, too much deception going on behind your back. Some of you may have even found out that your counterpart went into another connection behind your back, thinking that they can explore their options or get some variety. It was heartbreaking for sure. It really felt like a shake-up. You couldn't believe that it's even a possibility where your counterpart can act and behave like this, or it can happen in such a divine connection or with such a divine connection. But it happened. You found it out. It came out into the light, or you just figured it out in some way, shape, or form. So here, Divine is bringing this to your knowledge and attention, that whatever was going on behind your back, which was not right, which was not fair, which was not just, but was cruel, negative, unfair, demeaning, filled with negativity, hostility, or darkness, divine intervention is coming here to eliminate all those negative aspects from your life or in your connection. In the past, whatever your counterpart was doing or may have done under the influence of someone they had in their life shook your foundation and left you feeling devastated. But now the same experiences are entering or are about to enter in your counterpart's life for bringing you in that space or state of mind where you felt like the rug was pulled from under your feet all of a sudden, and you had no clue as to what to do, where to go, whom to seek assistance from, or any other kind of help, because you were left with nothing but confusion, heartache, pain, sorrow, suffering, and a deep feeling of betrayal, ultimate betrayal you couldn't believe came from your counterpart, your own ultimate divine soul counterpart. That's what happened. But now divine is here with ultimate justice and intervention. God is letting you know here that whatever was given to you, the way you were made to feel and experience heartache, pain, sorrow, and suffering is exactly the same way the people who have caused those experiences for you are going to experience and witness the same kind of changes entering in their life. But before anything as such can happen, first of all, universe is going to demolish the foundations they are operating at. So anyone who is deceptive here, including your own soul counterpart or others involved, something is about to happen here which is going to eliminate the cause behind this negativity, deception, or hostility coming from other people. The way they were acting and behaving was not coming from their divine self, their actual real self, and it's a clear sign that they had no connection with their real self. Instead, they were living in darkness or were operating out of their own inner fears, doubts, insecurities, limiting beliefs, subconscious negativity, and all that sort of energy. They were simply acting and operating out of that. You were not responsible for the way they were acting and behaving, but then ultimately it affected you. So now universe is entering here to eliminate the cause of their actions, choices, and decisions, or eliminate whatever it was that was causing them to act and behave in such a way. Now, we cannot say if this person is going to act stubborn or not, because that is a possibility for some of you out there when these abrupt changes enter in their life. But one thing is sure, that no matter how stubborn this person is, I mean your counterpart, or rigid, adamant, conceited, or dogmatic they are, doesn't matter how frivolous this person is, universe has got ways to put a person into his or her place, or whip them as many times as much needed, so that ultimately that person surrenders and finds the shelter of God, or at least seeks it. It's all up to divine and your divine team as to how they create it or orchestrate these changes in your counterpart's life or in your connection. Here, the guidance for you is that you simply surrender and have no expectations or attachment with your counterpart. It's clearly being shown here that they were holding on to something very, very dearly. They held on to it and they were feeling as if they're going to come out victorious after deceiving you or acting out of their own character, but that didn't happen or isn't going to happen, is what universe, God, your divine team is letting you know right here, right now. Divine is bringing this to your knowledge here through way of this reading, that doesn't matter whatever happened here, your victory is assured and the victory of your divine connection is assured. You cannot understand or wouldn't be able to figure out how this transformation is going to occur and in what fashion. Just know and have faith that profound transformation is on the horizon onto your counterpart and in their life. They won't be able to keep up with their old ways of living and being, and God is going to assist them in their transformative process. With their transformation is what I mean. Through way of this reading, universe is letting you know that understand and accept, but with completely detached state, having no expectations or attachment with the outcomes or with your counterpart. Change is going to happen and occur according to your divine life plan, according to the divine will which prevails over everything and everyone. The coming changes involve complete transformation of someone who deceived their true divine soul counterpart or brought in deception, which affected a really beautiful spiritual divine soul connection. Doesn't matter who this person is, as far as this reading is concerned. It's talking about a man, someone who was operating out of distorted masculine energy, who was into too much darkness, either within their own mind or in their heart, or was operating out of. This person is going to come out into the light, but in divine right timing, with the assistance of your divine team and your Lord, the Almighty. And it'll happen once you let go of all your doubts, worries, apprehensions, and you're going to surrender yourself completely under the feet of God having no expectations from your counterpart or any other attachment left with the outcome or within your connection. It's when you're going to come into complete balance, you're going to see changes you can't even expect to happen in your connection or within your counterpart. You might not become witness of these changes at first, but it'll arrive or are going to become clear to you when you won't even be looking for it, but within your own self, devoted to your God and to your own personal well-being, personal growth, and your divine life purpose. That's when these changes are going to arrive. So if anyone listening to me right now has already achieved this state, then congratulations, because you have achieved a milestone on your journey. For others who are experiencing anything like this, where you recently came to know about your counterpart's actions, decisions, and choices they were carrying on behind your back, this is the guidance that's coming for you. Release them, let them go. If needed, avoid them if they are not acting right or are deceiving you in any way, shape, or form, not giving respect to you or your connection, or are just lost in their own created darkness or the darkness that is coming from other people. Divine is asking you and suggesting you here that you release them and let them go without fearing what it may bring in your life. Because it's a sign for you to know that if you are experiencing any kind of trouble or difficulty in letting them go, then you surely need more time for your own self and healing. Because once you reach that state of understanding and accepting that maybe it's just not the right timing, because definitely it isn't if your counterpart is acting and behaving in such a way. It definitely isn't the right moment or opportunity for you to be in your counterpart's life or for them to be even around you or anywhere near, because the kind of energy they're going to bring around you or may trigger within you is going to block your progression. That's why it is suggested and recommended you release them and let them go and focus on yourself and on to God over and above everything. Because when you're going to devote yourself under the feet of God, you'll realize that there is nothing for you to worry about. You're going to release all your attachments. All your sorrows are going to vanish into thin air as long as you are going to allow Divine to lead you on your path. Okay? Because there is simply nothing here for you to cherish or control. You just cannot control anything. You cannot do anything about the way your counterpart acted and behaved or deceived you in the past. But all you can do is choose to look forward and move forward, even if it means doing that all on your own. That's just an illusion, because you're never alone. Your divine team is with you. Your God is with you. Your own self is with you if you find time to connect with it. The victory is sure. It'll happen. It'll arrive. This connection is going to have its victory in the same fashion it came to an end. And when I say that, I'm not trying to bring fear or doubts in your mind. You may think that, oh, it's again going to end up with the same outcome. No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying the way it ended is simply the way it's going to emerge and re-emerge. It's just a cycle, it's just a phase, and a new beginning is going to arise out of it. When you're not going to look for it, when you're not going to try to create it at your timing, when you're not going to obsess about it or put all your eggs in one basket. You getting my point? That's when it's going to happen. Abruptly, out of the blue, unexpectedly, surprisingly, and divinely. Okay? Positive movement forward is highlighted here and is taking place at the moment for those who are experiencing these kind of changes at the moment, where they already surrendered and things are now looking good for them. They are moving forward, they are healing, they are continuously in a surrendered state. They're allowing divine to lead their way and enlighten their soul from within. If you have reached this state, there is a possibility that you may receive communication coming from your counterpart. Okay? If everything I described about in this reading happened in far too distant past in your connection, then there is a possibility here that things are changing behind the scenes. You can't yet see. This person is going to transform completely. There is a possibility. When God brings someone or takes someone under his shelter, miracles happen, is what Divine is trying to make you aware of. But this does not mean that you start obsessing about it and you start hoping that it would happen soon or something where you'd attach yourself with this outcome. That's not what God is suggesting. That's not what Divine is suggesting you here. Divine is just letting you know that change can take place at any moment, at any given point of time. Transformation can happen with any person at any given point of time. That's what it's highlighting. You will have your triumph in this connection. You'll have or you'll see the growth you worked so hard for. If you are aiming to achieve or maintain the balance you're suggested to achieve and maintain, even if you do not look for these changes are going to manifest for you behind the scenes. Okay? The person who was deceptive, the person who was sneaky, the person who was a liar, a cheater, a manipulator, a trickster, possibly even a sorcerer, can have a change of heart and mind when God takes that person in his shelter. It can happen. So if this person hits rock bottom at some point of time in life or may have already, then there is a transformative period going on for this person, and once they come out of this period, once they come out of this dark night of the soul, they are going to emerge and re-emerge as a completely different person who's going to be mature, who's going to be responsible, who's going to be confident, courageous, and truthful, faithful, honest, and devoted to God. This person is going to take things in his or her own hands. This person is going to make moves you cannot believe they can, in a positive sense. This person is going to approach you in a responsible manner. This person is going to communicate with you as a mature, wise, intellectual, open-minded, humble person. Something you could never witness or may have never experienced with this person in the past. It's the possibilities what this reading is suggesting, or what Divine is suggesting through way of this reading. It's just letting you all know that sometimes it's okay to let things go. Sometimes it's okay to let God do the work you are unable to do. Sometimes it's okay to just focus on yourself and give all your love, energy, and attention first and foremost to your own self, allowing Divine in your heart. It all starts with surrendering. It all starts with bringing God in your life. That's all you've got to do. Okay? There's nothing much to say. It's just talking about amazing changes that are on the horizon. It's just talking about positive outcomes taking place you can't yet look for or can't yet see. It's just talking about miraculous breakthroughs, changes, and shifts you cannot create on your own, but can when you surrender with the help of your divine team and your Almighty, the Lord. Okay, so to end this reading and bring you some key points, I'll let you know what it is that you need to keep in mind. You just have to remember that if things are not working out and your counterpart isn't acting right, or if they deceived you, lied to you, cheated on you, created something else completely new behind your back and left you out into the cold for you to die all alone, it's time to let the situation go and know that it was just not the right timing. Okay? If you can surrender and wait on God, not onto this person, but onto God, you'll see beautiful changes happening and a beautiful, peaceful outcome in this situation or in your connection. It'll resolve on its own. Okay? Just seek God and surrender everything under His feet. Know that everything that was not right, that was not based on a good foundation, collapses sooner or later. So does all their plans and other connections are going to. It's clear here. Anything they have created or built after deceiving you or by deceiving you, anything that is negative, anything that is toxic, anything that is built on the foundations of lies, secrets, negativity, lust, limiting beliefs, others' negativity is going to collapse, demolish, and it's just going to get destroyed through way of divine intervention. And then a new cycle is going to come into the light. A new phase of your lives is going to begin. Maybe at first individually, while still being in separation, but then later you can be assured that this connection is going to have its victory in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So that's all. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me. Some of you may see these changes taking place in the coming future, while others may see when it'll be the right time or the moment for you to experience these changes. Okay? Here simply universe is letting you know that give it time, give it space, as things are moving at quite a slow pace, but it's happening for your own good. As transformation takes time, positive shifts takes time, and positive movement takes time. Okay, so that's all. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me today and this brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to this channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if you'd like to contribute or show your love and appreciation for the work we are doing here. That's all. Signing off for now. We'll be back sooner than later. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.